This is Chris Edwards, and you're watching my swing analysis on MeandMyGolf.com. Let's take charge of your game. Go Hawks.
Okay, so it is swing analysis time, but it's also the first day of the US PGA at Valhalla Golf Club. Exciting. Who's going to win? What do you reckon, Piers? Can McIlroy do it?
Yeah, I mean, McIlroy's got a good chance. Sergio obviously did great as well. Ooh, who are you going to pick? Are you going to pick somebody?
I'm going to pick Sergio.
I knew you'd do.
I'm going to pick Sergio. Someone
who's
who's in form.
How are you going to go against McIlroy? But yeah, I think so.
It's going to be a good one. The course looks good.
Are, at it, and the scoring gets quite low. I prefer it when it's low, the scoring.
Yeah, it's exciting then, isn't it?
Birdies going in and exciting shots as opposed to, hacking it round.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so look out for that. It's going to be a good few days. So today's swing analysis is Chris Edwards from Olympia in Washington, from the US. Now, Chris has only been playing a few months, so it's a different swing analysis. We normally have people who've been playing a little bit longer. So it's a great way to sort of share with you someone who's only been playing a few months and some of the mistakes that he's making. Now, he'd love to score under 100. He's finding a lot of inconsistencies at the moment, but would love to bring that sort of consistency in, really. So let's take a look at Chris's golf swing from down the line view. Now, before we just go into his golf swing, the one thing that it sort of stands out to us when we first looked at this is his hold. So his right hand position is very much underneath, what we call a strong right hand here. So that then influences golf swing. So if we take it into the backswing here, not a bad looking backswing, close to playing, a little bit outside or above playing, but as we start the downswing now, we will see the club shift quite steep on the downswing, above the swing plane into that steep angle. Now this can cause a few inconsistencies in contact, but also direction, coupled with the fact that strong right hand, it just leads to some inconsistencies there, Piers.
Yeah, in a bit of trouble there.
So when we look at the front view, just highlighting that right hand position again, it's very much underneath. We'll see the thumb on the right hand side of the grip, and as we saw, we normally see this causes quite a few hooks, Piers, but you normally have to then sort of make adjustments to try and straighten it out, really. So a common thing that we see in amateur golfers, so especially people who've just started, so getting the position of the right hand or even the left hand is really, really key, and that's influencing Chris's downswing. So let's go through what Chris is doing, Piers, and actually the reason why the majority of amateurs do this as well.
Yeah, look, we see this all the time, and it's the grip is paramount to let the whole golf swing flow from there, and you can see that's obviously causing some problems and allowing him to flow. So but let's leave the left hand alone.
Yeah, his left hand's not too bad.
Mistakes made on the left hand, but Chris's is pretty good, so left hand goes on. Now, a lot of people, I mean, in Chris's case, he's going with the interlocking grip, so when they're doing things like the grip and they're aware they should be interlocking, they really want to make sure that they're putting things in the right place.
Yeah.
So I think what happens is a lot of people from this position, they look to see that they get the interlock, but you can see as the hand goes in here, the palm is facing very much out. So they're looking to see, yep, there goes the interlock, and then suddenly they close the hand on the club, and the palm is facing very much up in the air, and the right hand, as you can see, is underneath. Now from here, as you said, Andy, lots of compensations have to be made from here. It's very difficult to be a good... You won't see anyone on the PGA Tour with a grip.
You don't see many like that, do you?
Not at all.
And you know, one of the first things you get told when you start the game, he's only been playing a few months, the first thing you hear about the grip is you need to interlock, and the mistake that people make is they go right in for this deep interlock, and that puts the hands in the wrong position. Now, we want them joined, but we don't want them so in sort of deep interlock there.
Jammed in, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
In from that side and jamming the hand in.
And this is where often the problems in that right hand comes from. So let's show how that influences the backswing, Piers, or sorry, the downswing, and then we'll go into the corrections.
So let's go through the grip as we said. Chris probably does it, and then from there into this weak position, strong position. So downswing from here, Andy, you can see that the right hand is in a poor position, and it really helps the shaft come down into this quite vertical position on the way down. Now, as soon as you are in this vertical, steep position, Chris, you've got to now make adjustments to get to the golf ball. You've got to sort of do all these sort of funky moves just to get the club on the ball. So it's very difficult for you to develop any kind of consistency as you're swinging down. And
it often limits rotation of the body. When we see that club steep, it's very hard to rotate from there because you have to compensate to actually just make connection. So we'd like to see this, first of all, the grip change. We want to see that grip changing, and we'll show you how to take that in a minute. And then we've got a great drill to help you feel the correct motion of what that club should be doing to help you develop some consistency. Okay. Let's start with the grip here.
Start with the grip, okay. So we said that generally people will be wanting to look and find out what's going on. They'll jam the hand in there so they can see they've got the interlock, and then they'll close. Well, what we're going to get you to do is we're going to get you the palm, and I want you to imagine there's a laser coming out of the palm and it's going parallel to your target line. So there's the parallel to the target line, there's the laser. Now from there, I want you to get the palm and the hand moving into the club and then close. and then find the interlock underneath. And it's going to take a little bit of practice to do that. So again, I'll do that a couple more times. So palm comes in, you then close and then get the interlock underneath. So I'll do that one more time.
We can see how the right thumb is actually over to the left side of the shaft here. So as opposed to the right thumb being stuck on the side, it's actually over to the left side here, and we can see this sort of V here pointing more to the right shoulder. So it'll feel a little bit more in the fingers, what you're used to, Chris. That's the difference. Now when we go underneath, it gets very much in the palm and feels like a real grip.
Yeah.
This will feel like you're more holding the golf club and feel a little loose, really.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the one thing I will say as well, I didn't start playing golf till I was 15, and I had the overlap grip, and I went straight into overlap. I think, you know, that's something you may well consider as well. So going from here, getting the hand coming in, and then closing the hand on, and then the overlap is when it just sits on top. Maybe it might be a little bit easy for you there.
Yeah.
So give that a go by all means.
So the joining of the hands, do that after you get the hands in position. We always say we want to take the grip here with those hands the sort of this way as opposed to going any way this way. And it really does help make that difference.
Facing each other,
and if you can do this early now, like say you're starting your golf pretty early now, so change this now, it's going to make a massive difference later on the line.
You will absolutely reap the rewards in the next couple of years if you get this done now. Because in 2 years' time, if a coach says to you get your grip changed, it's going to be a lot.
You're not going to want to do it.
You're not going to want to move it.
Okay, so let's go through the drill to help Chris shallow his golf swing, please.
So yeah, we said on the way down that the shaft is coming in very steep and above plane like that, very vertical. So this works brilliantly, doesn't it, Andy? So right hand we're going to put in. So I'm not worried about the left hand too much. You'll see why in a moment. So right hand, get it in so the palm is running out there, as we said before. Now from here, left hand away behind your body, and then relaxed grip pressure, and then have some swings, being very mindful of where the club is, and let the club feel quite loose in your hands. You're not going to grip it tight and force and pull it down. You're going to let gravity do its work. And you can see as I'm doing this that the club on the way down now is a lot shallower. The weight of the club is making the downswing a lot shallower, and that is absolutely where we need to be. And I think one of the biggest things that beginner golfers get is they're not really aware of the concept of turn and rotation. So I did this when I first started playing golf. I thought the club had to be pointing at the target, and the swing was almost up and down in a straight line. Didn't really grasp the concept of it going around the body. So what this does with a good grip allows you to rotate the club around the body as opposed to getting it coming down into this position here.
Great. And it's very difficult from this new grip for in the fingers to force it down. With that old grip where it's really strong and feel like it's tight, we see a lot of pushing and pressure down. So the relaxed pressure in that right hand and almost the club finding its own path on the way down, you'll feel the weight of the club and it'll help you create the feeling that what you want in the actual golf swing. So once you've done a few swings with this, then place both hands on and then see if you can recreate that same feeling. Should we give it a go?
Yes, give it a go.
Okay, so Pierce is going to go with the same feeling now of shallowing that golf club out, allowing the weight of the club to sort of feel like it sort of falls a little bit more behind him, and then through.
We do recommend sometimes, you know, if you feel comfortable doing it, hitting shots one-handed. You know, it can help. That was nice.
That was nice. So a little draw there, Pierce. I know you're shallowing your swing out a little bit as well, so it's a great draw for you.
Yeah, maybe I should do it more. That was actually worked really well.
Okay, so Chris, hope that helps, and I hope that helps you guys at home. A great way, if you've got a strong grip, to help you neutralise that grip. Go from the side. It's going to help create that much better impact and also improve that club face and consistency. Okay, if you want to have the chance to win a swing analysis with myself and Pierce, go to the Facebook and the Twitter, even the Instagram. That's new, so check that out, Me and My Golf. And if you like the video there, guys, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button. It really does help us grow and helps us share with much more people as well. So please help us and give us the like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. We struggle to maybe flight the golf ball high enough, so they maybe hit their 5 iron the same distance in the air as their 4 iron or 3 iron. So that's why the hybrids come in there to help flight it. So obviously, generally people with the hybrids, they may sort of be a slightly lower swing